is up? I am back. I am doing a get to know me better video. I did one of these earlier, but it was very vague, wasn't the greatest, and that was also like a year and a half ago. So people change, and yeah, this is kind of updated. It's just 10 questions. I asked on my Instagram poll for you guys to ask me questions, and I actually got some good questions. So I'm just gonna be doing 10 questions about me. Let's go. First things first, this wasn't a question that was asked, but I thought I should clear it up before anybody watches my channel more or notices it about me, but it's just something about me. It's just, I don't know, I can't change it, but I talk very fast sometimes, and my mind is all over the place sometimes, and so yeah, I apologize if sometimes I'm all over the place. I just try to keep my mind in order and keep my thoughts straight. I'm very sporadic sometimes with my thoughts and my words. Okay. First question, how old am I? I am 15 years old. Pretty basic. Second question, what family do you have? Well, that's my dad. That is my father. What family do I have as in siblings? Okay, sorry. I got off topic. There we go. There's one time off topic already. Okay, so I have an older sister and an older brother, and actually all my siblings and me are older. I'm the youngest. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers, and 2 of them are step siblings. So my blood siblings is my older brother, Tommy, and then my older sister, Olivia. But it's split from different sides. My stepbrother and stepsister, they aren't related, just 2 different sides. It's kind of confusing. Welcome to my life. Third question, what music do you listen to? Okay, I listen to all kinds of music. I love everything, except I don't know as much rap as people would probably think that I would when they know my personality and me. I will dance to anything. Another thing about me, I am a dancer, but that was coming up soon. But I'll dance to anything, and I will get hyped to anything. I can party to anything, but I don't really listen to as much rap as I do of other things. But yeah, I like all music. Next question is, what sports do you play, if any? Currently right now, I am a dancer. This is my last year in dance, and actually tomorrow I am leaving for Panama City, Florida for my dance nationals, and that's kind of my last hurrah, that's kind of it. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, so I could, because I was going to make a vacation video as well, or a vlog. I haven't decided yet, but I kind of wanted to make this now so you guys would understand more of oh wait, she's in Florida, wait, she's competing for something, what is she doing? I'm competing for my dance nationals with my dance company. They are the greatest. I love them all to death. They're my second family, and yeah, I love everybody there. And yes, okay, I'm a dancer right now, but I've done so many sports. I've done soccer. I did gymnastics, was a big part. I did that for 7 years. Soccer, gymnastics, tennis, hockey, t-ball, baseball. I never did softball. What else did I do? Ice skating. I think that was it. But yeah, the next question is if I am social or not. Well, if you know me, you probably already know that I am crazy social. I love talking. Sometimes that's not such a good thing, but I will talk to anybody, whether they're older than me, younger than me, whether I don't know them or not. I don't like to think of myself as a very awkward person. I like to be very open with everything about me, as in not being weird, my personality-wise, not personal-wise. My personality-wise, I'm very open, and I just don't like to think of myself as awkward because I like to break the ice with people, and I like to get to know other people, and I love meeting new people and making new friends. And just last night, I was at my town's local fest, and I got to know people. I figured out that I knew cousins, grandmas, aunts, families, uncles, blah, 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 and it was crazy. It's just such a small world, and I love talking to people about it. Next question is, what do I want to be when I grow up? It's been the same thing. Ever since I was younger, I have wanted to be an actress, and it continues. I still want to be an actress. That is actually the reason that this is my last year in dance, because I am starting to save up and get a start more on my acting career. A couple years ago when I was, not a couple years ago, a long time ago when I was in 4th and 5th grade, I quit dance, and I tried to make things happen. It just wasn't really the right timing with things going on, and timing is everything, you know? And my parents can't do it on their own, and since I'm getting older and I'll be able to drive, I'm going to get a job, and I'm going to hustle and work and try to make enough money so I can help myself in that field, and so it's not just my parents doing things. Try to make it work for myself. Gonna make things happen. The next question is, what is my favorite pastime? I have a lot. I love YouTube, Netflix, movies, like lounging. I love that. I also just remembered that like I'm obsessed with like adventuring and just like taking walks and like hanging out with my best friend. Like, what? I totally just like forgot about all of that and just skipped to all the lazy stuff that I do. Anyways, but I also love like listening to music and things like that. But above like all of these, I would say that my favorite pastime is probably just like this might sound like super like cliche or like something straight out of a book but or Tumblr, but like I love just like watching the stars. Like, I don't know, I can't really explain it, and it probably sounds like dorky or weird to some people because they probably think like, oh yeah, that's weird, like you're just like sitting outside like looking up, like that's what you do. And yes, that's literally it. I recently moved, but at my old house I used to my brother had no screen in his room and one of his windows, and I just climbed through and I just sit on the roof at night for like 3 hours just watching the stars. I could sit out there forever. Like, I don't know, it's crazy, but something's just so fascinating about the stars in the sky to me. I'm obsessed with it all. But science and like astronomy and stuff like that, I don't know. Astronomy probably would be something actually in science that I'd be more interested in. I don't know. But just science isn't necessarily my forte. If you were in my biology class this year, you know what I'm talking about. The next question is, what is my favorite thing about school? Why do you keep clapping your hands? It makes no sense. Favorite thing about school had definitely... I don't even know what my hands are doing during this, or my facial expressions. I don't know what that was, I'm sorry. The fact that school has opened up my eyes to being able to work with disabled people and just see how they spend their days. And it really opens your eyes and like have a different perspective on your life, and really makes you a lot more grateful for like just every day being able to be like not have problems with daily things that certain people might. The next question that I got is, what are your thoughts on American education? I am going to be a sophomore in high school. I think that a lot of it has changed within like even just the past 5 years, like the curriculum and Common Core, and I can't think of the word. Oh my gosh. If you're like, okay, in math, like Springboard, like some of that's like new and not, I don't know, like where you live it might be different, but like at least in, I know that so much stuff within the education system has changed within the past 5 years. There are kids in 8th grade now at my old middle school learning Spanish, and like starting in 7th grade, and I just learned Spanish this past year. Like, it's just crazy. And I think a lot of it's very hard and pressuring on teenagers, but I also think that it's a lot of it is to help them and really set you up for life. And I feel like there's a certain person that some families like make out this like perfect person to be, who they grow up, go to school, go to high school, graduate with flying colors, and go to college, and they proceed in life so smart, and they got a great job from going to a good college and all these things, and that is great and that's fantastic, but that's not for every kid. And the school system and just education, or not education, but just like the school system and school in general isn't for every kid. And I do very well in classes, except for biology this past year. I'm gonna make a story time about that later when I do like school stories. I'll explain what happened there. But but I do very well in school. I am in mostly all honors classes, and I haven't had much of a problem with the school system until I got into high school, but that's just me realizing how it only gets harder from here. And personally, I don't know whether or not I will be wanting to go to college or not. I feel like every family is different, you know. Some require their kids to go to college, some have never had kids go to college. That's just from what I know from different families. I know that my parents, they want what's best for me. They want me to do what I want to do, and I know that they will support me no matter what, and I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, I feel like depending on where you want to get in life doesn't need to always be from college. Like, I don't think you always need to, you don't always need to go to college to be successful. But that's just based off of like certain people I know and watching like motivational speeches from like famous actors late at night. Last question is, do I like scary things or no? Yes, I love scary things. Anything to do with adrenaline, I love it. I love scary movies. I love haunted houses. On the topic of adrenaline, I love roller coasters and just all these crazy things. I love it. I love it so much. Hi! That was my stepmom. Alrighty, that is the end of all the questions. I'm sorry if this lighting's kind of weird. I couldn't set it up so where the lighting was like hitting me. I tried to. I'm sorry guys, I tried my best. Also, I'm on like 5% on my phone.
Right there is where my phone died. Sorry you don't get another proper outro. I promise you will. Maybe next time. Bye.